You know what? Why should I stop myself from making a commentary just because it might be a troll video? I've made quite a few commentaries on trolls before, whether I knew they were trolling or not, so why should this be any different? Plus, saying that this kid is trolling is basically saying that this kid is smart enough to pretend that he's stupid. I have got to stop giving people more credit than they deserve. Then again, this would mean that I'm doing a 6-degree commentary. Yeah, why the hell not? Just in case you don't know, here's a summary. Bear. First off, let me say this is a very creative title. Wow. Mskull is not funny? I've never heard that one before.
Because there are
I just get some pointless stuff in this commentary because it was just about Dark Raven, tubers, and Mskull01 arguing about subscribers and all that pointless stuff. Really, nobody gives a crap.
It's weird that out of all the commentaries of mine that you could have done, you chose the one with the highest degree of commentators. And the fact that you hardly explain what's going on doesn't make things less confusing. But then again, you're right. No one does give a crap. Which begs the question as to why are you commentating on this video as opposed to any of the other videos I've made.
How do you know how many first-person shooters he's played? Just because he used 2 or 3 as an example? Maybe he's played a whole lot of them.
Keyword. Example. Get that through your head.
Well, yeah, that was my whole point. Just because Dark Raven used 1 or 2 as an example doesn't mean that those are the only shooters that he's played.
Nah, it can't be because he's tired of seeing numerous cliches in video games. Nah, he's just looking for something to hate.
No, he is right. He's just looking for something to hate because anybody with a brain would realize that you're really just supposed to ignore these cliches and not question them in good games. So really, yeah, he is just looking for something to hate.
You hear that, guys? Don't question any cliches that you may have a problem with in an overall good game. Don't spout your distaste in something like what Flippy is doing right now. No, just accept everything that is handed to you. Accept everything, question nothing, confirm and be dull.
Yes in hell? Do you realize how weak of an insult that is? Think about it. If furries like to GIF, and you're telling them to go to a place where they can GIF all they want, then how is that insulting?
In your face, T-Bone 2004.
growing up, I was the only straight guy in an all-gay high school. The kids would taunt me and yell out things like, "Hey Zach, where are you going to go get some pussy?"
Were you trying to prove your point with this clip?
Yes, I am. Zach Galifianakis' joke is supposed to show how ineffective the "yiff in hell" insult is.
You are meant to actually wait until someone finishes their sentence before you speak, okay? You can't do it about halfway through. It just makes the video...
Oh, really? Really? I really stopped in mid-sentence? Oh, wow.
...random and sporadic.
That's pretty much hypocritical coming from the guy that sounds like a chipmunk on sugar meth.
You know, I gotta give this guy credit. He's right.
Well, the sentence doesn't really flow well. But if I may toot my own horn,
What you're about to see
is stupid. That's how it's done, David.
1, that's not funny. 2, you just contradicted yourself.
No, I didn't. I showed that you can stop a video while the person is talking in mid-sentence without it being jittery.
Yeah, but T-Rex, keep this in mind. Every big one does this throughout half the video. Throughout the video, he goes, "Oh, I like that game. I don't like that game. I never played Haze."
What's with the stupid effects? What's with the stupid and unneeded effects? And 1, and 2, who cares if he says his points or not? I do it. I don't see. Well, you guys might complain that's because you don't have a brain. I'll speak my freaking opinions whenever I want.
Sure, you can add your own opinions, but if it starts straying off and doesn't add anything to the commentary, it's just pointless and unneeded. And I don't think that anyone who does their commentaries while recording their computer screen with a camera can really criticize someone else's effects or edits.
Oh, spellers! You get an F-. Go back to grade 1 school, you fucking idiot!
Overkill much?
No?
Oh no, that ain't overkill. Tuber's going boss baddies isn't over the top of anything.
And forgive my American ignorance, but What is a grade 1 school?
Are you an autistic retard or what?
Autistic retard? Well, half of that is true.
A grade 1 school is first grade, you stupid dumbass.
There's no such thing as grade 1 school. That was Tuber's bad grammar in action, which I'm going to assume was on purpose on his part because it fits in the context with poor spellers.
Play should be played. And it should be its.
Actually, this is the correct way to type it. Well, one of the correct ways.
Proving that you two are grammar Nazis, and that's one thing that we do not need on YouTube.
So, me correcting his grammar is something that isn't needed on YouTube, but Tuber's going, poor spellers, is totally okay.
After this point, people, he doesn't even try to comment.
Bless you.
Well, can you blame him? Aaron Big One went off topic a lot in his commentary. The main focus...
I know, but it's no need to constantly rub the point in our faces like, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that. Just shut the hell up.
Well, that was indeed one of the biggest problems with Aaron's commentary. He constantly went off topic. Then Flippy goes off and shares his thoughts on certain video games, which adds nothing to the commentary and just makes it unnecessarily longer. Which is what we've criticized Aaron Big One for doing.
He just merely tries to insult me, and then even agree.
Proving right here that you were offended by him insulting you. You butthurt much?
Me on some points. You're not.
And don't call me a hypocrite, because I wasn't butthurt, you retard asses.
You know, when I think of someone who isn't butthurt, I think of somebody who calls people retarded asses.
Do that with a commentary. You're meant to critique the person.
But didn't you agree with Aaron Big One earlier in the video? I understand that it doesn't make sense to do a commentary on a video that you completely agree with, but...
Proving again that you are a hypocrite.
I was actually referencing a commentary that DJSJ103 did, which was just an old commentary of his that was just kissing up to me.
But if the disagreement's out...
And you contradicted yourself.
Remember when I criticized Aaron Big One's awkward cuts? You're doing the same thing right now, but worse. This is why people tell you to get a video downloader, because doing an entire commentary with no edits and a camera recording your computer screen is going to create an unwatchable mess.
You know, I'm changing my mind. Whenever I do a commentary on a person, I'm going to send this video to them and I see reaction. When I'm done with this commentary, I'm going to send it to Mskull01, so you better watch your ass, Mskull.
Oh no, some 12-year-old kid is doing a piss-poor commentary on an old video of mine. I don't think I can handle the stress.
We go again. What the fuck?
Okay, it's, kinda odd to criticize people for being emotional and to take things to heart on the internet, and then responding with to a video.
It was necessary.
No, it wasn't.
I said something like this in my one-shot on Vesper a long time ago.
That's it? You're not going to clarify what you said to Vesper? You're just going to assume that I saw the video? Okay.
Don't lie to me, Kira.
What
Shut the hell up.
kind of basement dwellers find these stupid fucking games entertaining? Yo, Aaron Big One, you know, you're meant to commentate and that kind of stuff. That's a generic insult that I use, you know? It's
Well, maybe he agrees with him. And I do agree too. Modern Warfare 2 was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I agree with your pointless insult that generalizes all people who happen to like a game that I don't like.
There's a difference between people taking Mario the Plumber seriously and Dark Raven going,
And for all you idiots who are comparing me to Mario to Plumber, says, when did I ever start raging and start screaming at the top of my lungs? I never used the F word. So stop comparing me to Mario the Plumber.
I'm not butthurt. Who says I was butthurt? I'm not butthurt. No butthurt this year. I ain't butthurt no one. My butt is not hurting. Ooh.
Also, let's quote Aaron Big One on this. I personally don't...
Or do you think we are deaf? We heard him clearly. Do you really need to state the argument again for us?
First of all, that wasn't an argument. That was just Aaron Big One making a statement. Secondly, I did this to explain exactly why Aaron's statement is redundant.
mind them, referring to QuickTime events, as long as they're only used for boss battles, or if I'm given a heads up before they're used, and they're not randomly switching the buttons around. Well, that does describe a lot of QuickTime events, but it's kind of like...
That describes every QuickTime event.
Yeah, You're right, which further proves that Aaron's comment is redundant, but you're right either way.
I personally don't mind eating tuna, just as long as it's made out of fish.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the point.
So he sounds like the homo kid because he was pointing out the odd edits that Aaron Big One did. He was just asking a question, why did Aaron Big One do those edits?
Well, he said he just wanted to point it out just to remind people he sounded like that, so really that point of him excusing him from sounding like the homo kid really wasn't needed.
Was he trying to be funny? Because it really didn't work.
Then why are you doing it? It's not funny and you're contradicting and hypocriticing yourself.
Yep, I'm hypocriticing myself. You know, it's almost as if I did that on purpose to emphasize that Aaron Big One's weird edits weren't funny, nor did they add anything to his points. If you didn't think that was funny, that's okay. I understand my humor doesn't really appeal to everyone, but there's a difference between not finding a joke funny and not getting a joke. You can still get the point of a joke, but you don't have to think that it's funny.
Give a shit.
I have to stop you right there because you do give a shit. When we fight for your pity, you delete comments
Everybody's flaming you right now, Dark Raven.
anyway, so you're a hypocrite.
Do you have any proof? Like, any proof at all?
Do you really need any proof? This is Dark Raven 488 we are talking about here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have known that we were talking about Dog Raven.
The guy who got ass hurt when Aaron Big One called him a pussy.
I'm asking for evidence of Dark Raven deleting comments that flame him.
Video, like always, very crappy editing, absolutely no criticism.
You don't need criticism.
Hypocritical Dark Raven, your videos are crappy again. You sound like a guy on sugar meth.
Was that supposed to be for Dark Raven? Because you paused at Tuber's part. This is why video editing is your friend.
Well, anyways, I am done. Thank you very fucking much.
The internet. It is serious fucking business.
I'm not even going to point out the irony in that.
How is it irony?
I'm not surprised that you, out of all people, wouldn't understand the irony of all this.
Well, I guess we all learned a valuable lesson today.
That this commentary was terrible.
Yeah, this commentary was terrible, because I was a hypocrite. Wait, no, the parts where you said that I was hypocritical were parts in which I was making fun of what they were doing, or showing how cutting in the middle of a sentence can be done in a way that's not awkward, or you just taking things out of context. Well, then it sucks because I wasn't funny. Even though humor is subjective, and even if I wasn't really funny, that doesn't necessarily diminish the points I have. Then it must be because I used Tomo as my avatar. What was the real point of this? To get my attention? Well, you did, but is that it? Because you barely had any good points in your video. It felt like you just did this just to blindly antagonize me. You had like one or two decent points, but that's it. But why this video? After all the videos I've done, why this one? I don't get it. But one thing I really don't get is, why are you angry at me? Like, what did I do? Like, why are you yelling at me? Like, why is this done? I didn't do anything.
Peanuts.